Okay, guys, so this is the part two. My video editor did not allow me to record more than half hour. Okay, let's go ahead. So I will explain. I will try to make it as short as possible. So as you can see that I'm using Nest.js for the backend. This is Node.js framework. So everything starts from the main TS. As you can see that the we are opening asynchronous function. Function name is bootstrap, and it is coming from Nest factory. From Nest core. Okay. Um, we are bringing the logger from the Nest.js command and passing the bootstrap function into the new logger, and also we are creating our app, and we are passing our app module, this app module, to a Nest factory to create our app. As you can see, this is a course origin settings, and you can hear that allow every origin and also global input validation where classified validation details. You can have the whole project level settings here in the main TS. And I open the app module TS. So here in app module, you are going to have you have to bring. So NSJS is having, it is decorator based. So there's like a module decorator, and it imports a lot of modules to this project. Connects with a database module, push module, and then da 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 da. Now we have controller here. App controller. Probably you will have uh, your controller here. This is routing. It will say get hello. It will print hello when you are reaching the root of this project. It will return hello. Yeah, so there will be, this is the service model, app service model. This is where you handle your business logic. So we have provider, open router key, and then ulama or model, and it returns this things. So I don't have much time to teach everything here. We go to, so every module, every other modules are kept inside inside main module here. You can see app module, it connects everything here, and we go to modules folder here. We have actuator, cron job. Let's say we see cron job. This is the controller. Now you can see the controller module here, and cron service TS. You can do the cron job here. You can auto feed them and daily health report. This is a cron job here, and also fish growth monitor and other things. Control Z. Okay, something went wrong, but it's okay. So this is the module, actuator module, and also this is actuator service model, not module. And this is your controller. You handle the routing to other things here. So in the backend, it is better you study from documentation. So I will directly go to documentation of the technologies I have been using here. So this is the database module here. You can use it. And other modules. This is the vision and then voice. Okay. No, I forgot to show the voice here. We can talk with the agent. So basically, right now I'm not using browser, so it doesn't work now. You can make it work when you start it. So the demonstration is already over. Okay, so I kind of explained the backend and the package JSON. As you can see that we're using uh, the these are the scripts, and also the dependencies here. Types, Axios, common config, core, microservices, platform express, platform socket, IO, schedule, type ORM, so WebSockets, better SQLite, and class transformer. These things we are using these packages. And one thing you must be very careful is package JSON. This one, version note. Do not ever change the version of the Expo or the React Native. Okay, so these are the source code. The best way is to come here and see and dig the source code. These are the types. You can check interfaces. What it is going to have. Fish type. What is fish type? Like a sensor type. What is sensor type? Socket type. What is socket type? As I shared types, I really recommend you to have the types to use the types directly from here for the entire project. Also, this is the guide for your agent to understand and help you when you are working. So okay, let's go to the documentation. So here we are using TypeScript as the backend language. TypeScript is basically just JavaScript with type safety. Now, if you want to use it, if you want to make it a bit type safe without less bugs and more scalable, use TypeScript. Otherwise, you can also use JS. I recommend to just read the basics and as everyday type and narrowing more functions. This handbook I really recommend you to read. As you can see here, let's say that this is a function. Function name is greeter. This is function. It has a argument of what? It is string. It returns what? It returns void. Okay, what about this? Print to console function. Print to console function. Okay, what it has s parameter. Its parameter and its type is string. Console log as it returns the coming. It takes string argument and prints it. Okay, so you can see greeter. Yeah, greeter function. Print to console here. This is a callback function. This is a callback function. This is type function and greeter function, and you're passing a as a string and it returns void. You are calling the function inside of a function. And you have to study a bit to understand. So there's also you can learn about classes, how you make classes, class point, what it has. It has x, y, numbers, counter, p. Then you make new point object using this one, ptx 0. It is extending, taking from the parent class, and now the pts has copies this properties of the parent class, and you're making object here. Name is pt. And I really recommend you to focus on these parts. These are the high return on investment. And so let's move on to the backend. So I also really recommend you to read the documents of Nest.js to be able to understand it deeper and to make a better product. Okay, so we come here, introduction. Nest.js is a framework for building efficient. This is very efficient, scalable. It's very scalable. You can become very big. Node.js server-side application. Node.js server-side application. So under the hood, it uses Node.js. Node.js is the V8 engine of Chrome browser, but outside of browser. So this is why we can use JavaScript outside of browser as a server-side application as well. It uses progressive JavaScript, also support TypeScript, and also under the hood, Nest.js uses server framework like Express. It uses Express.js under the hood. You can also use Express.js on separately, but I do not recommend it. You have to write a lot of code manually. Also, you can use Fastify as well. This is also a server framework which is pretty much fast. Damn, comment's not responding. Okay, let's move on. This is the server, and Nest.js works under the hood, but Nest.js has a philosophy. Um, and also, they have taken the concepts of Angular, React, and Vue to improve the backend development. As you can see here, we go to fundamentals. They have you will learn about custom providers, and also asynchronous providers, also dynamic modules. Dynamic modules. It starts from the providers and controllers. Here, services, backend, source. Hmm. This is controller. This is module. And also, if you see the module, if you can see here, here controllers, providers, and also the exports and imports. It works like a chain. You are going to have a controller, vision controller, which is here, vision controller, and also the provider, vision service module. It is coming from here, vision service module. Also, you are exporting vision service. Vision service is coming from here. This one, you're exporting the vision service to be able to use them later in other parts. And so you are bringing other modules here as well: HTTP module, config module, type ORM module, as a fish module, sensor module, to be able to work here in a vision service module here. So a vision service model here to work here. Read the comments and read the code. You are good to go. Okay, let's get back to the documentations. I talked about them. Um, Also, injection scope, default request transit as a module reference, injectable. This will bring the injects the built-in methods, functions of the service or controller or module or any types of decorator you're using. Now here you use techniques in security. If you're working with the GraphQL, go ahead, read it. If you're working WebSockets, go ahead, read it. Now we have the overview. We have controller, providers, modules, middleware, exception filters, pipes, guards, interceptors, and decorators. These are the main building blocks of Nest.js. I really recommend you to read this part, overview, to be able to understand how everything goes well. Hmm. Module, controller, service. Basic control with a single root. Da, 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 da. Okay, now we go to Node.js. What is Node.js? Node.js is a free open source cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment that lets developers create services, web apps, command line and tools and scripts outside of browser. So here, what you will bring, you are going to bring create server from the node http. This is internal package that comes together with node.js. So here you create, basically it's here create server. It has parameters of request and response is arrow function here. Let's say respond right head 200, respond everything is okay, responding content type text plain, and you are sending back hello world. Yes, it starts with the simple thing. You listen to the server you created just now, and it listens to port 300, and you can open with this URL on your phone. Also you can print, hey, go to this URL to be able to see the server working. What the heck? It's going to be gay shit. Okay, here you can read how much JavaScript you need, introduction. I just uh, suggest you to just get familiar with it, but spend more time on this one since we are using this here a lot. And for the mobile development, we are using React Native. Come on. But okay, so let me explain the React itself first. React is a library for building front-end apps, and it's used a lot in these days. You can basically learn it here as the installation guide, and everything is done. So basically, you will have to continue the project. Okay. Also, everything starts from app.js. Yeah, the TSX. So here, what we are doing now, it was a lot before. So React was class oriented. Now it is function oriented. So you are returning the like safe area provider. You can go here to see what is there inside. It has its children, and if you go back a little bit down, you see depreciated. There's an app navigator. You can come check and read. Also, so you have you have components as of screens. So in this development, I use atomic design. We will have organisms and modules, organisms, atoms, organisms. So everything is pretty much clear. I really recommend to read this one, atomic design. This one. No, not this one. Atomic design font. Site. Okay. React Native responded. This is the thing. You can basically read this. Come here, read it. You understand. Here, atoms, molecules, organisms, templates, and pages. Here, templates are your screens. Pages are also your screens. You will have the three of them here. organisms here, the fish card, app header, table opacity, touch tables, styles is also here. And you have hooks, also libraries, navigation, and also screen. This is your dashboard screen, what it is going to have and what it has. As you can see, there are a lot of work is going on here. And we are using Tailwind CSS for styling. Organisms are here. Where is it? Organisms are here. It's app header, error boundary. I really recommend to organize when you are working. Okay, now I go to React. If you want to study React, just come here and read it a bit, and then go ahead. One thing, AI writes code but doesn't write efficient and good code. Okay, now where do I go? React Native and React Native. Okay, React Native. What is React Native? React Native is this is also kind of framework to write cross-platform applications. You learn it once, write everywhere, but without studying React itself, you cannot. So you can write for Windows and Mac, Android, uh, and also iPhone, and also browsers. Basically, it's very simple and easy. You know React, you know React Native. It's pretty much easy and straightforward. If you want to learn, get started. There we go. And they suggest you to use a framework like Expo. This is what we are using. We are using Expo. Where is Expo? Expo is here. What is Expo? Expo Go is a learning environment and sandbox for getting started. Pretty much your tool when you are working. It is software developer kit. You install it, you work it. There is a documentation. You read the documentation to understand. This is how you create a React Native app. Click, create a project, set up your environment, Android, iOS, and start developing. You start it. Uh, Everything goes smoothly. This is the place you learn it. And what else? React Native. Okay, Xbox already opened. GitHub explained. SJS already explained. Okay, so thank you so much for your time and attention. It was very nice to explain this and continue this project. I'm deadly tired. Okay, good luck. Okay, so I'm doing hands off. So now I won't be continuing this project because this is not the main one that I am working. Uh, this is not paid project, and university did not financially support us, and we have bought everything. Not everything. Students are buying everything on their own pockets, the sensors, on aquarium and everything. Probably we'll have to buy it too. Additional things university does not provide. So you may find that the project, the code, and everything, you may not see that the source code is not efficient. You may find it's not as organized as the paid projects. And yes, it is indeed. This project is not as good as the paid ones. I do. I uh, I try to spend as much time as possible while I'm having other courses, my freelancing side gigs, and also other part-time jobs, and also the family. You really have to work on it. I mean, so what I can say, and things that are not done yet. So deployment is not done yet because uh, you have to buy Raspberry Pi, at least Raspberry Pi, and change the Arduino with Raspberry Pi and run all the servers inside, and also the yeah, you run the servers, everything, and also you should deploy the React Native app to Play Store or App Store so others may be able to download it. You have to buy domain, and you have to configure deployment with PM2, the process manager for Node.js applications. You have to deploy it on your own Raspberry Pi and connect it to internet. uh, make uh, Make a tunnel, Cloudflare tunnel, which is free, but you must buy domain first. After that, you configure the front end mobile app to have communication with your backend through uh, your domain name. So every communications will go through the HTTPS from your phone, from others' phone, to the Raspberry Pi working on the project. I I don't think that now Arduino is enough to deploy or to be able to make the project work as well. So the things you may do, you may extend the sensors and everything, and you may change to Raspberry Pi. I recommend at least Raspberry Pi 5, at least 4 gigabytes of RAM, and do not use any local LLMs since if you are going to use Raspberry Pi. Also move your vision models to cloud. Also use Open Router or any other uh, provider such as Open Router. We are using Open Router here by API key, and the Raspberry Pi is not enough to run the big LLM which is working behind AI agent. And also, I really recommend you to deploy your vision models somewhere else, such as Azure or AWS, and have communication. So this is now on your own hand whether you want to continue it or not, or you want to start new project. I really appreciate and recommend you to start new project, a project that you are interested in. If you want to continue, you may try microservices. So since you are using Nest.js, so microservices is not going to be difficult. So it is everything is built in. You just have to read the documentation a bit and build the thing with AI agent. But you are going to have a bit of headache if you are moving to microservices since the API type changes now. It is REST API, but uh, you may need to change it since you are moving to microservices. Maybe you are using gRPC, or I you may change the API type from REST API to GraphQL for a low spec. So if the client phones are using a less internet speed or they have problems with their internet speed connection, so you may use GraphQL here. And what I can say. mm, I will upload all the videos I have recorded, the ones that we tested on real with the real fish, everything. I will upload them as well. So thank you so much for your attention, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you need a help, please send. You can send me email, or you can make a phone call. You can send me message, or probably you will find me from this university, or maybe I will start internship since I have got a job. So there are still some possible ways to find out and reach out me. So thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.